Welcome to First Time Mums Chat. I'm Helen Thompson, a baby massage instructor and childcare educator with over 20 years of experience supporting mums just like you in those overwhelming early months. On this podcast, I help first-time mums build calm, confident connections with their babies without the stress, guesswork, or second-guessing. This episode is part of my special Move, Play, Grow series, where we explore how movement and music can help your little one thrive from early cuddles to confident little movers. Does it really matter if my baby isn't crawling yet? The short answer is yes, but maybe not in the way you think. In today's episode, we're diving into that exciting phase when your baby starts rolling and reaching. Have you ever wondered why your baby suddenly tries to reach for everything or seems frustrated when they can't quite roll over? These tiny moments aren't random. They're laying the foundation for crawling, standing, and so much more. You'll discover how to support your baby's natural curiosity and coordination using playful stretches, rhythmic touch, and even simple songs that turn everyday moments into bonding gold. Whether your baby is already rolling or you're just starting to see those early signs, you'll learn gentle, nurturing ways to encourage their development while also helping them feel calm, connected, and safe. If you've ever asked, how can I help my baby build strength without overdoing it? Or what are the best ways to support motor skills while keeping things fun? This episode is for you. Whether you're feeding, rocking, or just catching a quiet moment, let's dive in. Welcome new mums and mums-to-be. Parenting can feel overwhelming, especially in today's fast-paced world where support may feel out of reach. I'm Helen Thompson, childcare educator and baby massage instructor, and I created First Time Mums Chat to be your companion through this incredible journey. Since 2021, I've been here to share practical, holistic insights designed to make those first months, especially from 4 weeks to 10 months, just a bit easier. Through this podcast, I help you feel more connected to your baby while easing ups and downs of early motherhood. Join me and a lineup of amazing experts as we tackle your biggest questions, share real stories and other advice to help you step confidently into motherhood. Motherhood can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone. Let's dive in and embrace this journey together. Before we begin, please remember that this podcast is for informational purposes only, and it is not a substitute for medical advice. If you have any concerns about your or your baby's health, please consult a qualified medical professional. I want to begin by reminding you of something really important. You're doing a wonderful job, and I know how hard these early months can feel. You might be tired, touched out, and wondering whether you're doing enough to support your baby's development. And that's exactly why I'm here, to walk alongside you and help ease that weight of uncertainty. I know how easy it is to feel like you should be doing more, especially when you're comparing your baby's progress to charts, books, or even other mums online. The truth is, your baby doesn't need pressure, they need presence. And even the smallest moments, a smile, a tap, a gentle song, can become stepping stones in their development. I'm here to remind you that your calm connection is more powerful than any milestone checklist, because feeling seen and supported helps babies feel safe enough to explore. We're focusing on rolling and reaching, those early signs that your baby is starting to explore the world beyond their immediate space. And I want to gently reassure you that these movements don't need to be rushed or forced. Every baby develops at their own pace, and there's no right way or perfect time for any of it to happen. Rolling and reaching might sound like simple milestones, but they're actually powerful signs that your baby is beginning to connect the dots between curiosity, strength, and independence. These early movements help your child build coordination, stimulate their senses, and develop the confidence they need for crawling, standing, and eventually walking. What's really fascinating is how these movements also support brain development. I often think of them as nature's version of brain gym, which uses movement to help build the brain-body connection and support early learning. But more than anything, these are moments of connection, opportunities to support your baby, not just physically, but emotionally too. When you slow down, get down on the floor with them, and respond to the little efforts with gentle encouragement, you're saying, I see you, I'm here, you've got this. And that simple presence is one of the most powerful gifts you can give. And sometimes it's rhythm that gets things moving. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to support these early movement milestones is through rhythm. Rhythm is grounding. It gives your baby something to follow, something to anticipate. And when you bring that into your everyday moments, even in little ways, it can make a big difference. In both my baby massage sessions and my work in childcare, I've often found that the most magical breakthroughs come not from big techniques or complicated routines, but from the simplest rhythmic connections. I gently tap my fingers on the mat while lying in front of babies, sometimes to a beat, sometimes just softly and slowly, and you could see them begin to look around, curious about where the sound was coming from. That little head lift, that stretch, that moment of stillness followed by movement. It's amazing how the rhythm encourages babies to explore. I also loved bringing in storytelling through touch. When babies were on their backs during massage or just during floor time, I use rhymes and songs like Incy Wincy Spider for the littlies or Make a Pizza on the older toddler's back. It wasn't just fun. It became a beautiful way to blend movement, language and connection all at once. Before I begin any of these playful story touches, I always let the baby or toddler know what I'm going to do, asking permission in gentle, respectful ways. Giving them a moment to prepare or respond helps them feel safe and included. It's a small step, but it builds something really important: bodily autonomy, trust and respect. It shows them that their body is their own and they can trust you and that their comfort matters. When we model that kind of respect from the start, it helps children grow up feeling confident in their own boundaries and in tune with others too. The babies loved it, and so did the parents. They learned simple ways to bring rhythm and play into everyday routines, turning something like a massage or tummy time into a chance for learning and bonding. So whether your little one is just starting to pivot on their tummy or is already on the move with a determined little crawl, this one is for you. Are you feeling unsure or overwhelmed as you navigate life as a new mum? Or maybe you've discovered a trick that's made your journey easier and you'd love to share it with others. I'd love to hear your questions, thoughts, or even those precious parenting wins you've had. Head over to mybabymassage.net/message, mybabymassage.net/message, and leave me a quick voice message. It's as easy as chatting with a friend. I personally listen to every message, and yours could even be featured in an upcoming episode to help other mums just like you. So take a moment and share your story. You never know who you might inspire. Over the years working closely with families as a nanny, I've had the privilege of seeing up close how babies begin to move in their own unique ways, especially when you're there one-on-one, supporting them every step of the way. I once worked with a little one who had the most unique way of getting around. She didn't crawl in a typical hands and knees style. Instead, she scooted across the floor in a sort of crab-like fashion, moving her bottom from side to side. It was adorable, but you could tell she wanted more. She just wasn't quite there yet. With gentle encouragement from both her parents and me, we gave her the space to explore without pressure. And one day, she surprised us all by crawling right towards the toy she had her eye on. That one moment showed just how capable she was when given the time to figure things out for herself. In another family I worked with, their 5-month-old daughter was always full of determination. She'd get into the crawling position and rock back and forth, but couldn't quite work out what to do next. I suggested to her parents that they get down to her level, encourage her gently, and place her favourite toy just a little out of reach, but not so far that it felt overwhelming. We also used some little rituals to support her. I'd tap my hand on the floor to give her rhythm to follow, or we'd bring in a favourite toy that made gentle sounds when it moved. She loved singing and clapping, so we built those into our playtime too. It wasn't just about getting her to crawl, it was about making the experience joyful and shared. After a few days of trying, you could see the effort in her eyes. She was determined, even if she got a bit frustrated at times. And then off she went, crawling confidently towards her toy, exploring everything in her path. She was in her element, and I was thrilled for her. Her mum came home that day, saw her crawling and said, "Oh, wow, now I really need to baby-proof this place." It was a lovely moment of celebration and a bit of a reality check too. Watching a baby go from those early little wriggles to full-blown movement is something really special. It's not about pushing them. It's about watching, waiting, and offering just enough support so they can discover it for themselves. It's moments like these that remind me, movement isn't just about milestones. It's about building confidence, connection, and a sense of, I can do this, in both babies and parents. Maybe your baby's not crawling yet, or maybe they're scooting, rolling, or inventing their own way to move. That's okay. There's no one right way to explore. What matters most is that you're there tuning in, offering support and celebrating every little breakthrough, no matter how wobbly it looks. If you've been enjoying First Time Mums Chat and finding value in the insights and advice I share every fortnight, I'd love your support to keep the podcast going. Creating this content takes time, effort, and resources, and your contribution can make a big difference. If you'd like to support the show, you can buy me a virtual coffee. It's quick, easy, and every little bit helps me continue bringing you helpful and inspiring episodes. Just head to mybabymassage.net/donate, mybabymassage.net/donate. And thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. From everything I've experienced as a nanny, in baby massage classes and working in childcare, I've learned that babies thrive when we trust their process. Our role isn't to rush them, it's to create a safe, engaging space where they can discover what their body can do in their own time and in their own way. Honestly, this is why I love what I do, seeing the joy of babies and parents' faces when they discover those little triumphs together. It's just magic. So, if your little one is starting to wriggle, push, pivot or scoot, but not quite crawling yet, just know that every movement matters. These tiny shifts are laying the groundwork for confidence, coordination and connection. Next time you're on the floor with your baby, try getting down to their level. Tap gently on the mat, sing a little rhyme, or place a favourite toy just out of reach. You might be surprised how even the smallest encouragement can lead to the biggest leaps, sometimes literally. If you're wondering when your baby will crawl, roll, or take off running, remember it's not a race, it's a rhythm, and you and your baby are already dancing it together. So as you go about your week, whether you're changing nappies, singing lullabies, or just catching your breath between feeds, remember that everything you're doing matters. Your presence, your gentleness, your encouragement, they're shaping your baby's world in the most beautiful way. Even if the days feel long, those little moments are adding up. You're helping your baby build confidence, connection, and trust, and you're doing it with love. Every time you respond, smile, sing, or move alongside your baby, you're having a conversation, one that says, I see you, I hear you, and I'm with you. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of First Time Mums Chat. I hope you've come away with some gentle, practical ideas to support your baby as they begin rolling and reaching. It's such a magical time of discovery and connection. If today's chat resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd follow or subscribe to the podcast and maybe even share it with another mum who'd find it helpful. In the next episode, we'll take the next step in your baby's movement journey as we explore pulling to stand and cruising. Hey mums, does your little one struggle with sleep? Are teething pains making them and you restless? I know how exhausting those sleepless nights can be. That's why I've created the Baby Massage Quick Start Guide, a simple 5-minute routine designed to soothe fussiness, relieve teething, discomfort, and help your baby sleep better. These easy-to-follow massage techniques fit right into your daily routine and help calm your baby fast. Get your free copy now at mybabymassage.net/massage. That's mybabymassage.net/massage. Let's bring peaceful nights and happy days to you and your baby. I'll be sharing simple ways to support your baby's growing confidence, balance and independence without rushing the process. So be sure to join me again. I can't wait to share it with you. Until then, take care and enjoy each special moment with your little one.